You're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see you guys tonight. Hoping that everything works out good. Hope we sound okay. I look like I'm on Jonezer's mic tonight. All right, there we go. That sounds a little better. Not echoing. Hopefully, I know my frame rate's not very good right now. Maybe it'll get better here in a minute. Welcome to Up All Night. I'm Bill. This is Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. And boy, do we have a show tonight. And we're going to get a chance to look at some collections. Sounds good, says Gojitron. Thank you. And let's see who all is with me tonight. Who all got here first and everybody. So going up. I think no, George was early. Sir Clifton early. Guys, Sue Studio was here. Good to see you, Sue Studio. And moving on down the list, Jeff is here. All Music Fan 88. Good to see you. Manic Plastic. Good to see you. Big Mike. The Rickster is here. Good to see you, Rick, man. Good to see you. Gojitron, Epic Badger with me. Good to see you, man. And we are ready to get started. So let's get Jonezer in the house so we can get this road on the show.
What's up, everybody? It's Jonezer, your favorite comic book guy. So let's do this!
What we got there? I got, even my anxiety has anxiety. Turn your speaker down slightly, Jones, or turn your speaker down just a little bit. So we're not bleeding over into your mic.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
40 went to 35. It's 35 the magic number.
Sounds better. And Richter says, let's do it. And hey, it's Jonezer, my favorite comic book guy, says Gojitron. Good to see you, Gojitron.
It's Goji, my favorite Godzilla fan.
Yes, absolutely. So it's been a hectic week, but I had a day to myself for the most part, and I had a chance to get a little bit done. And I actually want to thank you, Jonezer, for getting this started, and I'm hoping to see some pictures from your collection as well, since you're the one that threw the gauntlet down. It all started with... Go ahead.
Now I have a bit of a appearance where Jonezer is kind of a lame ass. Yeah, Jonezer threw down the gauntlet. Jonezer got everybody to throw their pictures down, and Jonezer didn't contribute a frickin' one. Not a one. I do have a pretty good excuse. I told Bill off air. I don't want to air it on the show here, but I do have the plan or the trick. If you do want to see Jonesy's collection, you can always Blair Witch Project your ass and grab that thing and just walk around.
Well, we might have to do that at some point. But as it is, Gojitron. Well, it started with Bobahicks. Bobahicks sent me a image dump over there on the IG chat and showed me a whole bunch of pictures of his collection. And then Jonesy went in and throwed his gauntlet down and said, "Everybody send in your pictures." So Gojitron sent in an image dump. Big Mike promises me that he's going to get some pictures made once he gets everything situated in there, and we'll get him at another time, and you, Joneser, and anybody else. Bobahicks has a great collection of stuff I'm interested in, says Epic Badger. You know, you'll see that, you'll see some of Goji's collection here in a minute, and we're going to show it all. And I've got a nice little video with a slideshow in it and some music for Gojitron, and I got the same thing for Bobahicks. And we've got a little special video to watch as well of some Galaxy Gals. We haven't done that in a while, so I figured we would do that tonight, and then we would just hang out and have a good one. Hey, what? Look there, 1,000th Ghost coming in. Howdy, 1,000th Ghost. Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in these parts in a while, but glad you decided to show up. We're going to get ready to show off Gojitron's collection here first in just a second, but let's check in with Jonesy. We haven't heard from him since last week, so catch us up, Jonesy. Is everything going okay? I know you have a little issue going on there at the house that you want to keep private, but other than that, let's hear everything.
Well, we was talking toys, and like I said, I threw the gauntlet down, and I wanted to see everybody's collections. Most of it was me being bored at work and wanted to look at some toys that weren't mine. But while we were getting into toys that were gonna be mine, I have a little bit of a little gripe, a little grinding of the gears, a little something. We all do our pre-orders. We all do our pre-ordering because, in the current state of toy collecting, retail cannot be counted on like it used to be. And one of those wonderful things that happens in the pre-order world hits me, and I'm wondering if I'm the only guy or not. You can hit us in the comments if this got you this week about all my pre-orders hit all at once. So I have about 200 some odd bucks like that. So how's that going with you guys? Do you guys ever get that? All of a sudden you're like, holy batshit, Batman, what does Big Bad Toy Store want from me? My soul?
It happens. I've had that happen to me before. I hate it when it does. Richter says, "What's new with Motu Origin besides Too Bad cartoon?" And Jeff says, "We'll find out in 6 days."
That is true. The old Comic-Con will have their reveals.
I am looking forward to the new Superpowers Wave 8 piece. And I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but they have a crowd fund going on with Superpowers, and you get Black Mana's Stingray ship, or you can get the multi-craft, the Bat multi-craft, which was featured on the Super Friends, by the way. It was a combo airplane / submarine that they used on there. I've noticed that he's going in the Super Friends route when it comes to vehicles, making them look pretty much like they did in Super Friends, like the Whirly Bat, for instance. And of course, there's some figures involved. And I was talking to Joneser about that. I wasn't too pleased with the figure set, and Joneser was really going off on the Robin figure. Go for it, Joneser.
Well, first off, they got Robin with the bare legs and the knee-high boots looking like some kind of bat hooker. Like the original, if they're going for a Dick Grayson Robin with the bare legs, you got to have little green booties. Like, where's the little green booties? You can't have these
pixie shoes.
These little knee-high boots and then have the bare legs, because then he just looks weird. I don't know if there's ever, Goji would probably be the one to know. Did they ever have a bare-legged Robin with green knee-high boots? Because
no, it was always the little pixie shoes, with the little pointy toes on them.
Like
I
Robin
don't know.
Hood.
I don't know. Could they have at least put a different head on Aquaman? Maybe.
Or even like the classic style Aquaman would have been nice, like something different. Give me a reason to support this thing. I don't need 4 repaints and 2 new vehicles. And the vehicles are the worst thing to crowdfund because that's been the only part of this line that's been easy to find.
You don't remember Robin's go-go dancer phase from the late 60s? No, I don't remember that. And neither do you.
It was a phase
Radical Mom has joined us tonight. Good to see you, Miss Mary. And they're worried about if we'll still be collecting at age 80 there, and Rickster will make it, says Jeff. All right, guys. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, and I'm still perplexed by the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive black and white set. That's stupid.
No, that's not for me. I'm sure there are some people that are excited about it, or it might be something for, you could say, hey, I went to the con, look at my set. This is cool. It shows that I was there. Or some people might be into that. I mean, just because something isn't for me doesn't mean it isn't cool. It just means that I'm not going to be spending my money on it. That's all that really means to me.
Pretty much. I will say this. I'm glad that that's what they released for the Comic-Con exclusive instead of something that I would actually want and wouldn't be able to get or would have a hell of a time getting on the secondary market. Do you hate the land shark? Because Rickster's betting that you do.
Rickster will be wrong.
Land shark. Land shark.
You'd be wrong, my friend.
Thousands of Ghosts wants the Death Head figure.
Oh, that would be cool. I saw that. That thing looks cool.
And
talk about an underrated comic character, Death's Head. You never hear him get much love. What a great, make an R-rated Death's Head movie and just make it all death metal music for the soundtrack. Tell me that wouldn't win.
I'd be all in on that, Joneser. Susudio says, I thought Robin had flesh-colored tights and short green boots with points at the ankles. I did too. Apparently, McFarlane wants to reuse that buck that he used for the Tim Drake Robin and just repaint it. That's not the way to go. Put him in the next Transformers movie. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Mattel messed up the land shark as the figure can't reach the handlebars.
Well, you can with one hand if you just lean him.
And Rickster says tons of people hated the land shark for some unknown reason.
I love that thing. I like the vintage one, and I like the Origins remake. I think it's great. He does have a point. Jitsu goes on the Night Stalker. I haven't opened my Night Stalker yet, but I do got one.
I opened mine the other day, on the air last Sunday, as a matter of fact. Jitsu in it, let him ride it, yeah, and put it right back in its box, put it up.
Got a Spencer Sanchez in the chat.
Well, hello.
New blood. Hello, sir.
What are your top 3 to 5 Origin figures? Go, Jones, or I'll let you start.
Trap Jaw would be number 1 for sure. That guy is my favorite. Mine's probably gonna be villain heavy because I like the villains. I like the Lords of Power Merman. Gonna have to go with Ninjor because I couldn't get a vintage one, and with all the accessories he went with. There's 3 right there off the top of my head. I'd have to think on the other 2.
Zodak, number 1. I love Zodak, and I don't know if you guys can tell I like Zodak, but I do like Zodak. And He-Man, of course, being the leader of the pack there, he's got to be there, and so does Skeletor. and partial to T-Law and Evil Lynn. So there's my figures right there. That's the top 5 for today.
Here's one I forgot that should be in there. Montana with all them extra legs. That is just too cool. So he was definitely a good get for the Origins. That's a lot of plastic for your buck right there.
And Jesse says that Motu is on his mind and he's painting a dozen Motu miniatures for a board game. That sounds like fun. I remember when my eyesight was a lot better than what it is and I could paint miniatures. I used to paint D&D miniatures back in the day. Going up the chat just a little bit, Thousandths Ghost says, aren't there like 5 Robins in the Superpowers line right now? Pretty close if you count all the Nightwing.
Yeah.
I mean, they did 2 Tim Drakes that were pretty much the same damn figure, just one was a little darker colored than the other one, right?
Right. But I mean, this was the one everybody wanted.
Well, of course, and that's the one that's going to be in the crowd fund, except he don't look right because they just used the Tim Drake buck without changing any of the sculpting on it at all. At all.
Yeah, and Robin has to have little green booties. It's just
right.
It's mandatory.
Pixie boots is what he wears, right? Not those Tim Drake boots.
It's just like if you're going to do Superman without the red underpants. Deal breaker. Can't have it.
No, they've tried that. I think James Gunn's going to put the underpants back on him, but the suit looks like crap. And that whole movie, I don't know. I've been told that I don't have the right to have this opinion, but by God, I do have the right to have this opinion. I think he's putting too many characters in there. He's trying to do too much with it, and he's probably going to turn it into a whole load of shit.
I'm going to do something unusual for a fandom of the community. I'm going to hold my opinion until I actually see the damn movie, because my track record on these things is terrible. When I first saw the Heath Ledger Joker pictures, I thought this movie's going to suck. When I first heard that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be Iron Man, I was like, what a terrible call. Nobody's going to like that. So I don't have a good track record and then I saw the trailer for Masters of the Universe Revelation. I went, this is going to be great. I'm wrong every time. So
Gojitron said he wants a superpower Jason Todd with crowbar smack action.
Brutal. Well, maybe that'd be the accessory that the Joker would come with. He'd come with a crowbar to beat him with.
Be pretty rough there. That sounds brutal. Rickster says Toy Ploy fixed the Superman figure with the metal head. How did he get to be metal? I haven't seen that episode of Toy Ploy, but I did see the thumbnail for it.
Is that the cyborg Superman? Is that what he means?
No. I think that it was actually a figure with a metal head on it, because I saw the picture on Toy Ploy's thumbnail, and the head did look like it was like white, so maybe it was made out of metal. I don't know. I didn't see the episode, Rick, so I don't know. Like I said, I saw the thumbnail in passing, but I didn't have a chance to actually watch it.
You know, growing up in country Kansas, I would have figured that Superman would be a country fan, not a metalhead. But that's just my opinion.
Boom, here all week, folks. All right, let me get down here and get us started with our very first of the evening collection. That would be you, Gojitron. So check it out, man. This is all for you, my friend.
Gojitron's lair so cool, with power and rule. Toys from every land, grip tight in his hand. Godzilla roars on high, superpowers can fly. Masters of the shelf, Gojitron shows himself. In his kingdom, toys amaze. Battles fought fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron moves with his things. He-Man rides the wind. Batman's here to win. Spidey swings with grace. Transformers take their place. Oh, the legends come alive in Gojitron's vibrant hive. Memories collide with toys by his side. In his kingdom, toys amaze. Battles fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron moves with his things. He-Man rides the wind. Batman's here to win. Spidey swings with grace. Transformers take their place. Oh, the legends come alive in Gojitron's vibrant hive. Memories collide with toys by his side. In his kingdom, toys amaze. Battles fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron moves with his things. Toys amaze. Battles fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron moves with his things.
And we're back, and nice diverse collection, says Spencer Sanchez. And we got a thumbs up there from All Music Fan 88. He likes that piano in there. And yeah, that is your song there, Gojitron. It is now part of our music and fun collection as well. But if you want it, Goji, it's yours to have, and you just get with me on IG, and I'll throw that thing up on a Google Drive, and you can download it. And the same goes for Bobahicks, who's probably not going to be with us tonight because he is way over there in Ireland and on a different time schedule than we are. But we're going to get to Bobahicks in just a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Gojitron's collection. I had a great time making that video and coming up with a nice song for Gojitron there. And it's all about Gojitron and his Toy Kingdom. That's what the name of that song was, Gojitron's Toy Kingdom. I don't know if you could hear any of that at all there, Jonezer.
I did. I couldn't make out all the words because just the nature of how this is when we broadcast. But I'm definitely going to rewatch that on the replay because I wanted to hear the song better. But that collection, my God, like that, I was just sitting here popping on some of those toys. Like he had a Punisher Marvel Legends figure I was drooling at, and what a like they were saying, what a diverse collection. He had a lot of different things that a lot of different fandom going on there, but some of the oddball things I saw, sectars, I saw one of those in there. I
figures that they did a Pulsar and Major Matt and all that were in the, I guess, the book that they used for the Marvel Secret Wars figures vintage. They use that.
The ones I was looking at, they were right by the Yeti. That was making me think those were vintage big. I couldn't place what they were.
If they were this tall, they probably were, because those
they were big.
Those big gym figures were big. Gojitron says, I like a lot of stuff. Yeah, you do. And if you want to see a lot of stuff, get over there and subscribe to Gojitron. Go ahead and shout yourself out there, Gojitron, if you want to. You got the power.
Put his link up. I'll put his link up.
I like Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein figures, says Sue Studio. Yeah. And Nightwing is busy watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 tonight. Well, you enjoy that. And yeah, thank you all for being here tonight. And in just a second, we're going to check out Bobahicks' collection, and I got a nice little song for him as well. Thank you there, Jonezer, for putting up the link to Gojitron. We appreciate that. And so Gojitron's collection is looks like it's very special. What's interesting about his collection, Jonezer, is from month to month, from year to year, that collection rotates.
I can tell it's very cared for. It's very well displayed, and it's thoughtful at how the figures are grouped and who's grouped. There's some where you would think they wouldn't go together, but they kind of did. Like I noticed the Xenomorph with the Ghostbusters. That was kind of neat because it doesn't belong there, but yet it looked like it did belong there.
Right. And Goji is a man after my own heart. He loves the kaiju, and he also loves the big Senshai robots. You know, and that is really, really nice. And he's got that new Mazinger on pre-order now. The great Mazinger that's going to look just like mine back here, but it's even better. You got to hold her down, Grandpa. Gotta eat.
That's my favorite part of the movie. It's so sick. The guy's dropping the hammer on her head, and he can't even lift his arm.
I think he was hot. He looked like he was a corpse already.
I think that's the part that makes it so entertaining.
Yeah, yeah, I remember watching that movie. It was terrible, but terrible in such a nice, good way. Watching stuff like that used to be a pleasure of mine back in the day.
Well, and what's funny about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and before I go on a tangent on it, I just want to get this quick little thing in. People remember it as one of the goriest movies of all time, but it's really not. It's just a lot of screaming and a lot of weird stuff. You know, there's really not a lot of blood and gore splattering everywhere in that movie as much as you would think.
All right. We've got $1 super chat there from Sue Studio. I'll put that on the screen in just a second. Let me talk to Epic Badger here. Jesse sent me the Tarzan micro playset that we looked at here on the channel when I got it. And thank you so much, Epic Badger, for sending me that. And I went to a vintage toy store in West Memphis, Arkansas called the Daycare Kids. And I was able to get that exact playset mint on card for a pretty good price. And I have not removed it from the card because I've got your playset to display, and I've got that playset to show me what all was actually in there. And thank you, Studio, for that $1 super chat. And tonight, later on, when we get the music and fun started, you of course get to make your own decision on what you want. So thank you so much for that $1. I appreciate that. And anybody else that wants to send me one, I appreciate all the monies we get. It helps keep this channel on the air. And I miss Toys R Us too. I really do. Toys R Us replaced most toys with books and vinyls. I thought that was sad. They still have a Toys R Us in Canada, but it's not what it used to be.
At least they got one. We got the building where it used to be.
Yeah, empty building with bills posted on the wall and the the windows boarded up and the sign gone, and but you can see the outline of where it was from the fade.
Right. It's a
Uh,
magical place. I remember it as a kid because as a kid, you go to Kmart or Target with your mom. What do you want to do? Oh, can we go down the toy aisle? Can we go down the toy aisle? Well, when you go to Toys R Us, the whole store is the toy aisle.
well, it used to be, and what used to be nice about Toys R Us here in America anyway, was there were toys that weren't carried anywhere else, and the whole line was there. Plenty of it. Yeah.
Yeah, KB Toys was another one. I used to love to go to KB in the mall.
I used to like
I
KB
never seen a
toys.
Child World. I've heard of that, but I've never seen one.
I never went to Child World either, but I remember a place called Circus World Toys. Circus Toy Shop, toy store.
Sears used to have a pretty bitchin' toy section too back in the day. They don't have much of one anymore, but in the old days, I remember finding stuff at Sears.
I haven't even been in a Sears store in years. Uh, what we had here was a catalog order center in Clarksdale. There was a J.C. Penney in Clarksdale. That was a true department store, but they only showed their toys once a year, and that was around Christmas time. Children's Palace was cool, says Susie. Yeah. There used to be just about every department store used to have a toy section, usually around November and through December. And they would have a pretty good selection.
Was it Safeway or they used to have a little section of toys in there.
Even the Kroger store would have a little section of toys around Christmas time. Jeff says Child World was my toy hangout. Well, Child World was the reason that we got a Motu cartoon show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, either that or the mini comic.
Because it was the Child World representative. I think if I'm not mistaken, somebody could tell me differently, and I would probably believe them. But I want to say that the Child World representative was the one who said, "Well, wait, if you're putting comic books in there, the kids that are playing with these toys, they're not old enough to read." He goes, "Oh, I didn't tell you about the cartoon show, did I?"
That guy is the most epic salesman I've ever heard of in my life. To just spitball both those yarns just like that.
Gojitron says those KB red / clearance toys. I dropped quite a bit of coin on that stuff. Boy, I remember that. And you could get some cool stuff in there.
Yeah, they had the little bargain box or whatever, right? With a little bin that had all the stuff that they were clearancing out.
Yes.
Right when you walked in, and that circular barrel of toys, basically, you dig in there, dented and damaged cards, and get all kinds of cool stuff. Holy bucket!
Nightwing with a $5 super chat. Bill and Jonezer, fantastic adventure. Thank you for the super chat there, sir. Absolutely. I've been meaning to do it and just haven't done it, but I need to have something that plays when these guys do the super chat besides just my little overlay that comes up over here, which will happen in a minute. It's delayed because it has to go through the old stream layout.
I was gonna say I'm fancier than you. Then if someone, well, I guess I can't get a super chat yet, so hold that phone there, Joneser. I tested to where when I am capable of getting one of them, it will play a little music, do a little thing.
I can fix this. I ought to fix this to be something better than what it is as well. But there you go, Nightwing. Thank you so very much, sir, for that super chat. Right up there with you, bruh. And he sends some of those special emojis that are only available for channel members.
Holy crap.
Whoa. Check it out. Radical Mom with a $10 Canadian super chat. Look at that right there, folks. and it's a super sticker, and it looks like a little hippopotamus riding around in a rolling chair. Check it out, John.
Yeah, that is cool. Wow. What did we do to deserve such graciousness?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to take a look at Bobahicks's collection here in a minute. It's a race now, says Jeff. Please do subscribe, says Nightwing. Thank you. If you're not subscribed, please do. Last I looked, I'm at 965.
35 away from where your goal is.
I don't know if it's that much. He says that $10 for Bill is like $20 in USA currency. Up there in Canada, I guess.
I think it's more like 6 and change.
Yeah, it's different.
Every little bit helps, and we appreciate every cent.
Absolutely. And it's going to a good cause. I can tell you that now. And that good cause is keeping me here. I think you guys are special. I think you're special, Mary. And thank you so very much for your support. Attract more Canadians, Bill, says Rickster. There you go. I know you're a Canadian. Well, I got a lot of Canadian watchers. Thank you so much. I've had watchers from all over the world, as a matter of fact. I have watchers from Australia. I have there it is right there, Mary. $10 Canadian super chat. And it's great that you guys are supporting me like that. I have viewers from over in England and Ireland and just all over the world. And did you see that Hulk Hogan spoke at the Republican National Convention? I did not know that because I did not watch any of that. I don't keep up with
I saw it. He ripped his shirt, did the whole thing. What you gonna do, brother? Donald Trump makes America great again all over you. It was there.
Boy, I almost wish I was showing off the memes, because there's a meme that somebody throwed up there. Oh, that would be perfect right now. Oh, was Hogan ever young? Yeah,
I think he was always bald.
No, he wasn't. You got to watch him when he was what the fuck did he call Terry Boulder? When he was Terry Boulder on Memphis Wrestling, and Jerry Lawler beat his ass.
Well, Jerry beat up everybody when they were new. You know, that was just his thing. Send the new kid over here. Oh, does he know how to punch and kick? That's it. Okay, I'll slap him around. Okay, I beat him. Send him somewhere else.
Well, back in the day, Memphis was one of the territories that if you wanted to make it in the big time, and that would be the WWF, you had to go through Memphis first.
Because Jerry got to slap you around first and then send you somewhere else. That's just what it was.
Richter says
everybody
looks like Hulk from Rocky 3. That would be Thunder Lips, if I'm not mistaken.
I am the ultimate male.
Oh yeah, yeah. His hairline went away. It did. It did. Are we ready for some Bobahicks? All right, here we go, folks. Let's check out Bobahicks' collection.
In the misty moors of Goldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. Bobahicks, they called him, a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil Skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in its home's mighty expanse. Bobahicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare. Bobahicks, the staunch collector, ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he'd weave and winged. In Bobahicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined. Bobahicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In the misty moors of Voldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. Bobahicks, they called him, a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil Skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in his home's mighty expanse. Bobahicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare. Bobahicks, the staunch collector, ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he'd weave and winged. In Bobahicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined.
And we are back. I don't know if you could hear that one or not, Joneser, but that was a little Irish tune playing there for Bobahicks.
I'm gonna have to watch these back to hear the music better. I could hear it a little bit, but my eyes is just popping looking at all them toys. Eye candy there, man.
And don't worry, folks, in the next few weeks, you will see these videos on this channel so that you can watch them at your pleasure. But yeah, that was great. And Gojitron, thank you for telling me that I'm killing it with new music tonight. Yeah, these are going into the rotation, folks. So we will hear these songs again here on the channel during Music and Fun Time. All Music Fan 88, who'd faint if they saw your collection?
Well, you should send us his pictures.
Yeah, man. You send me some pictures of your collection there, Jeff, and it'd be right there on. I'd fix you up a video as well. And the studio says my collection is not.
Be saying All Music Fan at 88. It has his toys, and they are great. And
We'll make up something, but I'll try to. I'm trying to mix the music up a little bit there. You know, basically I give the AI a prompt and it makes the music, but I tell it what style of music that I want, and it goes in that direction. It'll be interesting.
Hey, soon enough, you'll have an AI co-host. So you just tell it what you want it to look like, when you want it to speak, what you want it to say, and it'll just be like, "I am Nightbot co-host 48532. Welcome to the show."
Apparently, you could already do that, and there's been one YouTuber who did it, and he even made an AI of himself and the whole bit. And I'm not going that route, folks. No, I'm not going to go down that far. But I'm no.
Well, I've seen Adam appear as an action figure, and I've seen other YouTubers appear as like cats or pirates or whatever.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of that going around. I won't send my ventriloquist dummies haters. I want to see pictures of your ventriloquist dummies. I really would. As a matter of fact, I would like to see you do a ventriloquism act and film it and send it to me and let me add it to the music and fun list.
That would be great. I love me a good ventriloquist act.
I'm old enough to remember Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy being on the Muppet Show.
Muppet Show is a guilty pleasure of mine for sure.
Yeah. Only Bill appreciates it. Well, actually, to be honest with you, Rick, I appreciate Vince for one reason. And I've always liked Vince. I even had a Vent dummy myself when I was a kid. But for some reason, Vince and Magic go hand in hand. A lot of guys that were in the Magic Club that I've been in, Ring 16 in Memphis of the IBM, are Vince as well. And I've seen the Vent acts and Magic acts go hand in hand a lot. It kind of goes in that direction. So that's one of the reasons why I do appreciate ventriloquism.
Yeah, it's old school entertainment. A magic act or ventriloquism or even old tap dance, or you know what I mean. That's old school. You know that the kids don't appreciate anything like that. They don't. It takes a lot of time to develop that talent to be able to do that.
Tap dancing is special. Do you remember a show called The Lawrence Welk Show?
I do.
Hello, friends. We're going to have some champagne music tonight. One, a two, a doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, there used to be a guy that tap danced on there, and he would do a tap dance every week on the Lawrence Welk. Yeah, Statler and Waldorf in the balcony there heckling.
Here, you got good tickets? Yeah, I got the best tickets in town. You got tickets to the next show? No, it's the first train out of town.
Oh. Bill, you must remember Waylon Flowers and Madam. I'll tell you who I do remember. I remember Kukla Fran and Ollie. I also remember Lamb Chop and Charlie Horse and all those characters too. Those two old farts never liked what they saw. They were just there to hate. They remind me of some people on YouTube.
I like a good Statler and Waldorf joke, you know. They used to rip on old Fozzie Bear, but to be fair, Fozzie's act was terrible.
A wonderful. Barbara and Bobby were the dancers. Yes, they were. They would dance to the champagne music, and everybody would get up and have a dance, and Lawrence would sit there, and the bubbles would come out. Absolutely. The chat is just going to town tonight. I'm so glad you guys could be here with us tonight. Let me get something else set up here. I haven't done this in a while, and I thought it would be fun for us to do together there, Jonezer, is to take a look at some Galaxy Gals. We haven't done that in a long time. And basically, this is me going to Pinterest and getting pictures of AI women in space. Yes. And it should be a lot of fun. Let me see if I can find where I put it right now. Ready for some Galaxy Gals, my friend?
I was born ready.
All right, let me find where I put it. Right here. Here we go, folks. Galaxy Gals. What's that?
I'm here all day, folks.
Absolutely. Trickster says, I prefer 50s art, modern stuff. Yeah.
I was a Tomb Raider girl. Boo, she's not from outer space. Org there.
Some of these are disturbing looking.
I was gonna say she's missing some of her pants.
Yeah. Some of these spacesuits look like they were really taken from space.
No, I definitely. I like that Betty Page. But she's not very protected.
That brings us to the end of the presentation of this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the Galaxy Gal.
Galaxy Gals. You know, who'd
Well,
have thought like sci-fi chicks in the scantily clad would be so awesome? Who knew?
you know, the Sue Studios said did not get in trouble for this the last time. No, I don't think I got in trouble for this. That was something else that I got in trouble for. But as far as this goes, I think we called it something different when we first started doing this. We called it Star Wars. I think that was kind of a little over the top.
Yeah, I didn't like that. You know, I mean, just because she's walking around barely any spacesuit on doesn't mean we should assume that she's a her. Maybe she just likes walking around with exposed parts in outer space.
Yeah, I mean, forget, you know, the space exposure. You know, that's not a thing. Some of those spacesuits look damn uncomfortable and seriously impractical. Of course they do. Most sexy attire would fall under that, I would assume.
But yeah, I can't imagine thongs are comfortable.
I wouldn't know, but I wouldn't think. But you know, some folks like that and some folks don't, I guess.
No, I like looking at them, but I don't think I'd like wearing one.
Paula got upset with the AI twins you're going to use for your oh yeah, well that was a whole different setup there. That was when I was going to change the channel to the weird multiverse, and I was going to have the cam girls come in and do the action figures, kind of like the super multiverse. There's a rabbit hole for you to go down. No, Paula wasn't having any of that, and she made me get rid of the cam girls. She called them, "Get these whores out of here," I think was her exact words.
Well, and to be fair, you know, I mean, Boobarella didn't really add anything to the show other than boobs.
Yeah, but Boobarella had it going on, though.
Yeah, I will admit, I do tend to like those, but yeah.
And then there was Stripperella too. I
anything
think she was in the middle. There was about 3 or 4 of them at one point.
Yeah.
They
didn't know anything about He-Man or superpowers, though, so you know it's hard to carry on a conversation with them.
It doesn't matter if they know anything about them or not when they're sticking them between their boobies.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. I've heard of people doing as such.
There's a whole channel of it called the Super Multiverse. If you haven't seen it, you probably want to take a look at it at some point or another there, Jonezer. I think you'd get a kick out of it. Now,
I think I did when we first started doing that, and I exited quickly because there are certain wires that I don't want to cross. You know, like I like these certain things over here and then them over there. Like, but when you put them together, you know, not going to work, you know.
Now, what I will tell you is that the Super Multiverse YouTube channel is actually a teaser because they wear swimsuits when they're doing it on the YouTube channel, but they do have a link tree, and if you go over there, you can go to their OF page, and you can see them do it.
Yeah, of course.
Without their clothes on, and you can maybe even see a butthole or anything like that over there.
Yeah, I suppose. Here's the thing, Bill. Like, I really like pickles. Pickles is one of my favorite things. You know, another thing I like ice cream. But you know what I don't like? I don't want any pickles in my damn ice cream. This is kind of where I'm at with the toys. Like, I like the toys, and they're good on their own. And then I like the other things to look at there. And they don't need to have the toys in them.
Okay, I will admit that you do have a point there. Okay, the girls are saying cut it out, so okay, we're gonna cut it out. They can't.
I think I had a point.
Well, I'm thinking it's time for a little music and fun. I've got some new stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and play it first. If you guys have got any suggestions for tonight, I would appreciate them. And just let us know here what you want to hear. I know there's been 3 super chats tonight, as a matter of fact. One over here and looking, I think Nightwing gave us one, Sue Studio gave us one, and Radical Mom gave us one. So I know what Nightwing likes. He likes the superpower stuff, but Sue Studio probably wants some of the comedy bits that we do. Bring on the music, says Mary. And of course,
call out your request, Miss Atwell, please.
Yes. Bring on the music, she says, and we want to know what you want to hear. So let me know while the first set's playing, and the first set's going to be all brand new stuff, and then we'll go from there. All right, so here we go, folks. A little bit of music and fun, and let you guys let me know what y'all want to hear in the request list.
In the dance of old Loch Lomond, mid the moor and heather tall, there strayed a lass named Dolly. With her pipe she could enthrall. She played a tune so haunting that the thistle bowed in grace. Her music told of heroes and of wretched Skeletor's embrace. He-Man needed saving in the shadows of Snake Mountain. Evil lurked and whispered near Skeletor's dark fountain. Down from skies came Zodak with wisdomation primal. Together they sought Ali, her bagpipes deemed essential. Ali the piper, hear her calling through the night. When Zodak she is blazing, her melody the light. To the aid of He-Man, her music's fierce and grand. Skeletor's bones are trembling within Eternia's land. Through the mists and ancient forests, under tartan skies of fire, marched Ali with her bagpipes, her heart a roaring fire. Her notes to dance with spirits, from the isle sky to glide. Every monster in the dark would tremble then and hide. Zodak raised an astral hand, guiding through the fear. He-Man took up his sword, and a light the path made clear. Songs of war and legends, scrolling in the echoes cheer. The power of Ali's piping vanquished fold its sneers. Ali the piper, hear her calling through the night. When Zodak she is blazing, her melody the light. To the aid of He-Man, her music's fierce and grand. trembling within Eternia's land. Trembling within Eternia's land.
It's time for another history lesson. Over the top, and amid the carnage and confusion of no man's land, stepped the Highland regimental bagpipers, screaming out the charge. It was the most awful music to be heard by men who have the Highlanders against them, and with fixed bayonets and hand grenades, they stormed the German trenches. This is the story of the bagpipers of World War I, the Ladies from Hell, nicknamed Die Damen aus der Hölle. Ladies from Hell by German soldiers for their distinctive tartan kilts and unparalleled bravery, the Pipers from the Black Watch, the 3rd Battalion, Royal Regiment of Scotland, garnered a fearsome reputation on the battlefields of World War I. Standing in full view of German soldiers, oftentimes armed with only their bagpipes, pipers were the first over the top, acting as a clarion call for British troops to keep moving. The sound of the bagpipes would spread terror among the German troops. When one lady from Hell fell, miraculously, another piper would seemingly arise out of the trenches to take his place. The wailing of the pipers served to rouse the troops, but it came at a great cost. An easy target for the Germans, of the 2,500 pipers who served during the Great War. An estimated 500 were killed, while another 600 were wounded.
gang getting ready to the blue. Skeletor with plans for something new. Gotta wash away the dirt from the day. Evelyn and Tila got something to say. Grab that soap, start the ladder up now. Nobody's gonna go down on you. Water splashing as we sing this song. Staying fresh is where you belong. We won't go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that glow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Evelyn has got demands. Teal's watching, watch that cock. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. Rub a dub, make the helmet gleam. If you want fun, you need to scheme. Shower time, it won't last long. Join the queen and sing along. We won't go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that glow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Down unless you're clean, shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Go down unless you're clean, shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. He-Man getting ready to super blue. Skeletor with plans for something new. Skills watching, watch that cop. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. He-Man, Skeletor, let's go. He-Man, Skeletor, let's go. Evelyn has got demands. Tila's watching, watch that cock. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. Rub a dub, make the helmet gleam. If you want fun, you need to scheme. Shower time, it won't last long. Join the queen and sing along. And sing along. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go.
And we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed the
I love how they pulled the switcheroo at the end there.
Yeah. And All Music Fan 88 said, "Let's go, girls." There we go, yeah. And we have Zazel in with us tonight. Good to see you, Zazel. Glad you could join us. But we got a lot of folks come in. I Like Salt came in and said hello to us. He said he's post-surgery. Tell me about that. I Like Salt says, great seeing the gang. Going to be up a while, post-surgery, whatever it is. Would be back to normal by now. I've missed you, sir. I did not know you had surgery. I hope you're feeling better. Jonezer, think McFly, your show will go prime time. I may have to quit your regular job.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be nice. If I could just make $2,000 a month, I think I could do the YouTube full time.
Right.
And Mary had the Angie Baby request, so we know where Angie Baby's always played very, very last. So I do have the last set up for us for tonight, but I have something to play before that, and we'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, we're going to have a good weekend going here, Joneser. We got a show planned for tomorrow. We're going to have your Comics Corner on there, and we're going to do the memes of the week. Maybe something else. Depends upon whether a wild hair goes up my booty or not. And of course, we always have our Sunday hangout. I'm kind of trying to decide what I want to do for the Sunday hangout. I haven't come up with a plan for that yet, but you know me, everything is always planned at the last minute.
Plan? What plan?
Yeah.
We plan on not having a plan.
Pretty much the way it goes here. You would get kicked off to work. Wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you? And you're most
Always
welcome
love
there, Miss
Biff.
Mary. Hmm?
What a great character, Biff.
Yeah.
You know, what are you looking at, butthead?
You make like a tree and get out of here.
You're watching that movie, and I told my son that when he was about to be born, that we were going to name him Biff. Now that's an old Jones family joke, because when I was a young lad and I was watching that movie with my dad, he told me that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I recycled it, used it on my kid.
Jeff asking me if I'm working on my shelves. I need to work on my entire room, dude. It is a wreck in here. It is more of a wreck now than it was back when I was supposedly cleaning it up at the beginning of the year.
I can relate to that. This has been a work in progress. I've been digging through the boxes and going through Pokemon cards. I keep buying things, and then I keep not having a plan of what to do with them. Like, some of the things are for sale, and some of the things are for me, and some of the things I haven't decided yet. And yeah, it's just kind of starting to become a collection that's bleeding into the sales and vice versa.
I like Salt says he did not miss anything about work until he could not go to work.
Right.
Chips,
sounds about
chips,
right.
dips, whips, and chains. Interesting. Well, I'm going to get the next list set up here if you guys are ready for it. And I think we got the chat caught up here. Good to see everybody tonight. And we're having a good one tonight. We got a lot of music here that we're going to try to go through. I have to sit down and, yeah, Weird Science was a pretty interesting movie. It was supposed to have been based on the comic, but it wasn't. But I need to go back to my music and fun set list, the one that I show on here, and add all this new music to it. I haven't had a chance to do that. And the more new music I get, guys, the music that we've been playing in the past that gets me copyright ID, that's kind of, we'll do it if we are persuaded to. But I'd rather not. That way the channel stays pretty clean, especially as I get closer and closer to my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I can get the ad revenue flowing. Here we go. I thought I told Jeff never to come in here. Well, it's gonna cost you. How much money you got on you? Wake up, McFly! Wake up! And you could hear the splats when he was hitting his head from the hair grease. Oh yeah, all the days. Get out here and get our next list set up here. I think I set one up here. There we go. And this is some of the requests are in this list as well, John. And you will appreciate the very first one. Bill, all you got for me is light beer. All right, here we go, folks. We're going to get a new set of music and fun going for you guys. Enjoy.
Flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entire, just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
vows you've broken like my heart. Oh, why did you so enrapture me? Now I remain in a world apart, but my heart remains in captivity. Green sleeves was all my joy. Green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold. And who but my lady green sleeves? A green sleeves, now farewell, let you to go, and I pray to prosper thee, for I am still thy lover true. Come once again and love me. Green sleeves was all my joy. Green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold. And who but my lady green sleeves? Green sleeves, green sleeves, green sleeves, green sleeves.
And we're back. And OBS been lurking out there. I woke her up with that last song. How you been doing there, OBS? We've been concerned about you. What are you up to there, Joneser? You're doing something.
Oh, I'm just playing with my toys, posing
Oh.
them around, moving them around. I can't hear the music anyway, so I got to entertain myself.
Sorry. I wish there was a way to get you listening to the music as well with us, but yeah. That's Rose.
I having
That's
fun.
Rose, if I'm not mistaken.
That is the rose. That is the rose.
OBS says, "Did you see Hulkster at the RNC? Damn, he looks good for 71." Whatever you say.
Is that how old he is?
Oh, he is in his 70s, I do believe.
Well,
What you gonna do? Tons of makeups. That's Rickster. You might be onto something there.
having mental problems. Uh-oh.
What's new? That's not new. Well, I hope you're feeling better. I've been having mental problems for years. Jack-o'-lantern. You still look good, says OBS. If it takes that long, call a doctor. Well, look. Those 45-minute dumps at the end of the day are done for a reason. And dang, I went wrong somewhere, says I like Saul. Ugh. You ain't that old, man. You ain't that old. Well, what I want to do real quick, Jones, or if you don't mind, and I'm hoping that everybody else don't mind either. Well, I want to look at those two toy collections.
Don't bother me none.
He was one of the last wrestlers living or walking.
I will say this for the state of pro wrestling. The days where you had somebody like a Ted DiBiase or a Stone Cold Steve Austin or an Undertaker or a Triple H or somebody who could actually tell a story with their body and do a show, or a Bret Hart, those days are long gone. Now you just got a bunch of idiots that do their triple backflip out of the ring where their 4 friends will catch them, and they'll do 14 high spots in a 3-minute match, and that's what you got here. Wrestling is dead. Sorry.
Dead.
Dead. Now it's just a stunt show that looks phony.
Phony
Whereas before
stunt
it looked
show.
like a fight.
Yeah, I don't know. The personalities are just not there anymore either.
Well, here's the thing, too. When I was a kid, you see the Ultimate Warrior run to the ring, and the guy looked like an action figure right out of a comic book, running in and shaking the ropes. And yeah, he sucked. And if you look back on it now, and he had a 3-minute match where he just destroyed the guy, that's about all he could do. But look at him, and then look at like Kenny Omega, and tell me who do you think would win in a fight? You know, hey, Kenny Omega ain't as big as one of his legs.
Well, I think Hulk Hogan said it one time, and of course, I think he caught a little flack for that, but he said, look, back in my day, guys looked like they could beat your ass, but now they look like they carry your groceries at the grocery store.
Correct. That's the point I was making.
And Spencer Sanchez says 90s wrestling was awesome. It was. I think we're smack dab in the Attitude Era. Also, we got the Monday Night Wars was going on, which meant that no matter what, I don't know if you did this or not, but I would be switching channels back and forth.
Yeah, I did that for a while, and then after a while, the WWF show was just better, and I just stopped switching.
I remember that second hour of Raw is War used to be pretty damn good.
It was hard to change the channel on that.
And yes, unfortunately, the Ultimate Warrior is no longer with us, and it was really, really sad because he made his amends with the WWE. He came back. He got his day in the sun for a minute, and then, I mean, the next day he was gone.
Did you hear that speech he gave? I think it was on Monday Night Raw, where he's talking about like his destiny and when a man leaves this earth, and it was very cryptic, and yeah, it was just wild. Just wild.
It's almost like he knew it.
Yeah. Well, and I was a big fan of his as a kid, but then as I got older and you start realizing how it really works and how the thing's really manipulated and who's actually skilled and who's actually not. And that's the thing. Like, as a fan, you watch it one way, and then when you become a smart mark, as they call them nowadays, and you become somewhat in the know, you start to learn things. Like, a lot of people would think, like in a fight, like Goldberg would kick Jericho's ass. It turns out that's not true. Turns out Jericho would have him on the floor in a minute and wrapped up, and he didn't know what to do. And you wouldn't think that. But
if I'm not mistaken, it was a front face lock that he put him in backstage.
Right. And to the ground and helpless.
Let me Mary brings up a good point. We've had a lot of celebrity deaths in the last week, and it's been really bad. And the last one I heard was Bob Newhart. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are all, he was 94.
Yeah.
These guys are all getting older, and I think the older I get, the more people from my childhood and upbringing are going to be going off to their final farewells. And I remember Bob Newhart, what was it, 10 years ago? He was on the Big Bang Theory, and he looked old then.
Yeah. 94 is a great life, yes. But the thing is, I don't remember this many deaths coming in like a whirlwind like it has this past week.
I think they've always been happening. They're just not people that were in our purview as much as they are now. Like, I hate to say it, I'm going to be 45. I've got 2 ex-girlfriends that are dead.
Yeah, I've got tons of friends from high school that are no longer with us. So yeah.
Right. So it's like that's not something I thought I would experience until I was much older.
Yeah, I agree with Jeff. It's worse when the people are young, and there have been a couple of like Shannon Daughtery. She died way too early, but she had the breast cancer,
Right.
and of course we remember her from Mallrats. I think I've got a Mallrats Shannon Daughtery action figure around here somewhere.
Right. My sister watched a lot of 90210, so it was on in the house as I was around.
I was known to watch that particular nighttime soap opera, teenage soap opera when I was a young man in my early 20s when it first came on. I kind of liked it in the first couple of seasons. It kind of got kind of towards the end.
It was good TV. I mean, it was a different kind of show for the time, because it was, I'd say, cutting edge. It was young people or older people playing young people on TV, but young people talking about young people problems that were current to the times. The show wasn't pandering or pretending to be like, you watch the Cosby Show or something like that, and they didn't talk about like real problems real teenagers had, where 90210 tackled that. It was the
True.
first of its kind.
And OBS brings up the point about Shelley Duvall, who she was 78 and she passed, and the hell that she went through doing The Shining, Kubrick being the director that he was, all that crying was real.
Yeah, that's scary and a little sad. I remember her mostly from Popeye.
She did a great olive oil, did she not?
She did.
Yeah, and once again, if you guys have not watched the Robin Williams Popeye, it didn't do that well at the box office like I think it ought to have, because people didn't understand what it was. They thought, well, this isn't the Fleischer cartoon Popeye that I remember. No, it wasn't. It was the Popeye from the comic strip, and that comic strip actually came to life in that.
Right.
Uh,
No, when Robin Williams crushed that part, I mean, he just did.
Rickster says, I never watched 90210. I never liked good looking rich kids on TV. I prefer the oddballs. There was one girl, and she wasn't that bad looking, but she was the oddball. And if you remember on 90210, it showed her at the very first episode. Everybody was going to school and their Jaguars and their fancy cars and stuff. And she came from the wrong side of town, and she had to get on the bus to get to school. And she had to pretend like she wasn't from over there.
Right. Well, that's the Beverly Hills 90210. So these are all the yuppies.
Oh, look, Gilster37 been lurking over there. It says Shelley was also in the Time Bandits. See if this is going. Yeah, she was a mess. Guinness book Guinness record most takes when Jack was coming after her when she had the bat. The scene was so scary. Jack scared the shit out of me in that movie. Well, yeah, Jack Nicholson, he killed that part. And the debate was the book better than the movie? In that case, most people say the movie was much better than the book.
Well, the movie gave you a visual. I mean, some of those scenes are just iconic. Here's Johnny. I mean, some of that stuff was just.
Well,
great.
I kind of like the hedge maze from the movie much better than the moving hedge creatures from the book.
The part that creeped me out the most in that was the scene when he's sitting at the bar and he's having a full-blown conversation and drinks with imaginary people.
Yeah.
And that's just disturbing to me. It's the subtle things in movies that are scarier. I mean, you could always have the the horrible moment, but like, you get that fin coming out of the water, a little like that's where the good stuff is.
OBS says, no, the book sucked ass. Stephen King drones on too much in it. That's correct. He did. I read the book. The book kind of explains some things that the movie didn't. I will say that. However, the movie was much more thrilling than the book ever could have been.
One of the few times where the movie's better than the book. Most of the time, the reverse is true.
I'm back.
I think the RoboCop movie is another example of that, where the movie's better than the book.
The book was the book was based on the original screenplay. He had the dog in it. There were a lot of scenes in that book that didn't need to be in the movie. Yes, when they showed him standing there with that turtleneck on, that was just and that insane smile. Jack Nicholson has been great at playing insane characters. I mean, the Joker. One
I
Flew Over
still
the
think he's
Cuckoo's
the best
Nest.
Joker.
Books are usually better, but in the case of The Shining, I mean, it wasn't much.
I'll tell you one where it's almost even. The Silence of the Lambs. Now, the book is better, but that movie is almost a tit for tat adaptation of that book. It's just a little shorter.
Yeah. And they switched a couple of scenes around in it, but other than that, I mean,
Right.
and that was just flow. It flowed better.
Right.
Have not seen the documentary called Room 237 about The Shining, but I've been meaning to. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet, Gilster. We wanted to show the collections again, and I'm going to show both videos, first Gojitron's and then Bobahicks' collections. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And you guys just continue your chatting over there, and we'll get back to you in just a second. Let's watch these videos.
Gojitron's lair so cool, with power and rule. Toys from every land, grip tight in his hand. Godzilla roars on high, superpowers can fly. Masters of his shelf, Gojitron shows himself. In his kingdom, toys amaze. Battles fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron rules with his things. He-Man rides the wind, Batman's here to win. Spidey swings with grace, Transformers take their place. Oh, the legends come alive in Gojitron's vibrant hive. Memories collide with toys by his side. In his kingdom, toys amaze. Battles fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron rules with his things. He-Man rides the wind, Batman's here to win. Spidey swings with grace, Transformers take their place. Oh, the legends come alive in Gojitron's vibrant hive. Memories collide with toys by his side. In his kingdom, toys amaze. Battles fought and heroes blaze. From the past his heart sings. Gojitron rules with his things. his heart sings. Gojitron moves with his things.
In the misty moors of Goldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. Bobahicks, they called him, a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in his home's mighty expanse. Bobahicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters big and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn, and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare. Bobahicks, the stodge collector, ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he'd weave and winged. In Bobahicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined. Bobahicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters big and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In the misty moors of Goldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. Bobahicks, they called him, a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in his home's mighty expanse. Bobahicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters big and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn, and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare. Bobahicks, the stodge collector, ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he'd weave and winged. In Bobahicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined.
And we're back, and where is Jonezer? You just may need to catch up, man. I can fix. OBS doing. Oh, I see you on the other end there. Let me back in. Fresh you. There she is. There you go. I think I got you back up there now, Joe.
What?
Now, I got you back on.
Okay.
Don't fuck with the camera no more. I got you back on.
I had to move it because it moved it while I was moving it.
There she is, Jamie Sanders. Good to see you. And we are almost at the end, so it's time for all that good stuff that goes at the end, including that Bigfoot girl that you like so much. Let me see if I can get down here and get that set up for us. Got the right list going. Yeah, a couple of videos in there. We're going to have the anthem for the channel that we heard at the very beginning of the show. We got that one called Here to Stay, and then we'll end up with Angie Baby. And that was for Miss Mary. She wanted that one, so we're going to have that in the next list. And what are we talking about? Unsolved Mysteries.
The John List murders. I thought for sure he was on both shows. I could be wrong, but I thought it was the first couple seasons of Unsolved Mysteries, Robert Stack and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not so sure it was there enough to argue with Rickster about it. But I thought I remember seeing that on there.
Richter says Unsolved Mysteries did not pick up that story, but they did have the Jeepers Creepers.
Like I said, I'm not sure enough in my position to tell him, like, actually, it was in Unsolved Mysteries Season 2, Episode 4. Like, you know, but he will get me digging, though. He will get me digging because I thought I seen it on there.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys hash that out. My name's Bennett, and I ain't in it.
I'm conceding. He seems to be more sure than I am.
America's Most Wanted is where he got captured.
Well, yes, but it took a while. I want to say that guy wasn't captured. He was on the run for like, what, 15, 20 years?
Yeah. Don't hold back, Jones.
Yeah, I'm not that guy, though. If I was sure, I would argue. But when I don't know, when I have to concede the floor to someone who may know more.
Yeah, but I also remember a guy who argued with me and told me that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Pointer Sisters song was on the Electric Company and not on Sesame.
I believe it was, isn't it?
Sesame Street, buddy.
What? That's it. We're Googling that.
Da 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 da. They thought he was D.B. Cooper for a while.
Sesame Street Pinball.
I agree with Gilster. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was brilliant. The book, the radio plays, the radio plays came first, then the book, and then there was the BBC television series, and then there was that movie. Movie wasn't nearly as good.
Company did it too.
Huh?
The Electric Company did it too. So the right answer to that is both.
Both. I never knew it was on the Electric Company. I did know it was on Sesame. They Live. That was a good damn movie. Here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. Or as Croaky,
I've seen all Unsolved Mysteries too, so that's where my confusion is.
yes, the BBC one was good. Of course, BBC special effects back in those days were sucky, but the show itself was damn good. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to the radio show, that was good too. See, the radio show, that was one of the interesting things. The radio show came first. Then Douglas Adams wrote the book. And then they did the BBC television show, which actually did the first 2 books, if I'm not mistaken. But the thing is, those shows, every one of them were different. The radio plays went one way, then there were changes he made to the book, and he meant it to be that way. So it was very interesting. Yes, that was Roddy Piper in They Live. He came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and he's all out of ass. I mean, that's what Crow T Robots. Unsolved Mystery, where they did the Escape from Alcatraz guys, was
Yes. The DB Cooper one also on Unsolved was very, very good. And there was one where they did I think it was a boat. And I'll never forget this because it scared me as a kid. They had the kids playing in the water, and then like they had the little wet, ghostly footprints going across the thing. And I just remember that scaring the crap out of me as a kid.
absolutely. All right. Here we go, folks. We're going to play our last little bit of music and fun, and that's going to call it a night. We'll come back and say bye to you guys, but it'll be duck time then. So here we go. Last set of the night. Enjoy.
Basement dungeon full of treasures, plastic dreams in every corner, masters of the universe in treasures, superpowers brought back from the horror. We're fantastic, lives in the night. I'm hidden like a thorn, unfazed by the lies, unshaken or rise, can't take me down. They talk but I don't care, living out in their minds. I'm the boy they can't find, rent free it feels fine. I don't give a damn what the haters think, I don't give a damn. I'm living on a break, I don't give a damn. In their heads I stay, I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm here to stay. They try but they're lost, I'm a ghost in the night. I'm the endless fight, can't make me go. I smile will be clear, I'm the shadow they see. I'm where they'll always be, but they'll never know. I don't give a damn what the haters think, I don't give a damn. I'm living on a break, I don't give a damn. In their heads I stay, I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm here to stay. They try but they're lost, I'm a ghost in the night. I'm the endless fight, can't make me go. I smile I'll be clear, I'm the shadow they see. I'm where they'll always be, but they'll never know. But they'll never know. I don't give a damn what the haters think, I don't give a damn. I'm living on a break, I don't give a damn. In their heads I stay, I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm here to stay.
Right. She was probably safe from him, but he wasn't safe from her.
No. We got the Ducks going. You got anything planned for this weekend show wise?
Not really. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, that's understandable. I get it. I'm gonna try to put together a pretty good show tomorrow. Rick wants me to do one of those old 1950s educational things. Yes, we can do that, Jonezer, without it echoing. We've done it in the past. It's possible. So we'll just work that out, and I'll have to turn my volume up a little bit on this end, and Jonezer will have to listen in, and we'll stop and play it and make fun of it and have a good time. I'll have to find a good one though, and we'll figure it out. Yeah.
I like the infomercials. Those were fun. Even if we did the same ones, they were still a hoot.
They were, and I was thinking about doing a set of those again someday as well, because there've been some that I've seen here recently that are hilarious. Oh God, the Hawaii chair. That was so oh yeah.
Gotta have the Hawaii chair.
Thanks again for the happy. Yeah, I appreciate you there, Mary. Glad you guys could be there. There are tons of crazy ones out there. There, absolutely. Yeah, Elton didn't play the guitar. I don't think he played piano, but I think he could play the guitar. He's an artiste after all.
Some musical prodigies. Oh, how's this thing work? Oh, where's the E key? Okay.
I've noticed that guys that can play the guitar can generally play the piano, and guys that can play the piano can generally play the guitar, because it's all the same as far as the chords go, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm a drummer. I don't understand keys, notes, or anything, but I've sat in enough music sessions where if you put something in my hand, I can do something with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been a good one, guys, and we're right on time as usual. It is 12 o'clock, the witching hour. That means that Friday night is over and Saturday has begun. So we'll see you all tomorrow night right here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures for late night. Have a good one. Good journey, everybody. And remember, stay fantastic and keep on collecting.
Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.